Hello, my name's John Porterfield of Eco Cars, and hopefully you can hear me over this breeze that's blowing this afternoon on Orkney. It's the Nissan Leaf, another great electric car, registered 31st of March 2011, so it's just over 3 years old, and it's just had its first MOT as well, and it's in this rather nice green. It's the Leaf with the optional solar panel, which just basically tops up the auxiliary battery. So in the boot we have quite a decent sized boot. Rear seats drop, fold in a 70-30 split. Also have a Type 2 cable here which you need for street charging. We'll include that in the sale of the vehicle as well. Standard Nissan Leaf with a reversing camera, and I think it looks great in this sort of metallic mint green, like a peppermint green. Very nice, lovely interior. Being the Japanese Leaf, they're all the same coloured interior. 3 rear headrests and seat belts, and also Isofix in the rear as well. No holes or rips to the carpets or the fabric. Some matte pockets in the rear, and we have 4 proper Nissan Leaf overmats in all 4 footwells. Electric windows all round. Front passenger seat, front driver's seat, showing a little bit of sagging just here, but nothing to be unduly worried about. No rips or tears, and again some nice proper Leaf overmats. Door cards are all fine too. Why Nissan never had a green Leaf I don't know, but this looks great. This colour. The keys are in my pocket. I'll just show you the keys. There we go. So we've got 2 normal remotes which you can lock and unlock with the knobs here, or press the button that locks the car, that unlocks the car. Really easy to use. Driver's seat height adjustable. Again, a Nissan Leaf overmat in the front footwell. Driver's door card, electric windows all round. The driver's being a one shot. Lock and unlock the doors, isolate the rear windows. Power folding mirrors and electronically adjustable mirrors too. So how do we start a Nissan Leaf? Well, foot on the brake, press the power button. There we go. The car is now on, up and running. So we have the speed at the top, and the lower half got the other instrumentation, and in particular the 54 miles range, so you always know how far you can go on the current charge. Power assisted steering. We have sat nav system as well, also an energy information system, single shot CD player, Bluetooth phone, cruise control. There are lots and lots of extras on a standard Nissan Leaf. Auto headlights, auto wipers, trip computer. The list is endless, to be honest. Look at your PowerPoint there, should you wish to charge anything. USB port and a connection for your MP3 little jack connection there. 2 airbags, yes. Driver's side, front passenger, A pillar, B pillar, C pillar, and sides of the front seats. It's a very, very safe car to be in. So looking at the documents, just to show you, the locking wheel nut key is here for the car. So they're here. As are all the manuals, the sat-nav manual, the operating guide, and also the quick reference guides. Everything is here, along with the service book that has all the details of the car, of when it was registered, etc. So the service book here is, but it's not stamped, but there is a service print from the leasing company who leased it, showing it's had 1 service at 21,000 miles, Nissan Portland Road. So we'll have it serviced again here on Orkney for its next service. So basically it's a pollen filter and a check of the brake fluid, so nothing really detrimental. The fact it was 20,000 miles before it had its service, because they just replaced the brake fluid, replaced the pollen filter, and that's it. Nothing else really detrimental that has been missed on the car. One Owner from new, Rosedale Finance and Leasing Limited, no previous keepers. Date of registration is here, 31st of March 2011. Taxation class electric and type of fuel electricity. So 0 road tax. And we also have a MOT here until 31st of March 2015. So everything is here, MOT, it's taxed, V5 is here, and we will have it serviced and checked over before it is sold. So we're regularly asked, how do you charge your Nissan Leaf? Well, you pull that lever, walk round to the front of the car, underneath the flap, charge the car in 20 minutes, 70 amps, so 27 stations, and here's the home charge socket at 10 amps, 16 amps. So, before walking around the car, I'll just take you now for a short test drive. So welcome to the test drive. So I'm in drive, pull out of the onto the main road. First thing you notice about a Nissan Leaf is how much torque you have, as well as it being very quiet. This is quite a rough road, so there's a little bit of road noise. It drives like all the other Leaf. They all seem to make the same noise, which is just a very faint whistle. Doesn't pull to the left or the right, brakes nice and straight, does exactly what it does, what it says on the tin, so to speak. £1.80 to fully charge this on a cheap overnight tariff. That's if you're nearly empty. No road tax. Servicing is just a brake fluid change and pollen filter. They really are great cars. So if you're in London, congestion charge exempt, of course. We sold one of these to a customer in London. She worked out she was saving £5,300 a year in fuel and congestion charge by having a Nissan Leaf, so certainly not to be ignored. So if you're watching this and you're not on Orkney and you're thinking, well, how on earth can I get a car that Jonathan's selling down to me down in London? Well, rest assured, we can source anything similar to this that we will have in stock down in Leicestershire, and we can deliver to your door after a small deposit of £250. We will deliver to you and then you pay the balance. And we've done this many times. So I'm just going to turn around in this junction just to show you there's no undue noises from the car. It drives exactly as it should. So there we go, absolute silence. We're still on, of course, and I'll take you now for a final walk around this great Nissan Leaf. So welcome back for the test drive. It's taxed to the end of 2015, 0 road tax. The windscreen is chip free, there's a sensor in there as well for the headlamps. Let's go around the tyres. So the front wheel's got some grazing to the alloy wheel, and I'd say there's a good 4 to 5 millimetres tread on the tyre. The sides are dent free, no scuffs or marks to speak of. The rear wheel, the alloy's perfect, locking wheel nuts in place on all of them, the discs are all fine. Again, this is a very recent tyre, I'd say that's a good 5 millimetres on the back. Needs a polish, there's tiny light greys there that will polish out. We have a tiny nick here, which just takes some of the paint off. We'll endeavour to get some paint to touch that in. I always like to be honest on all my videos. The other rear tyre, good, 5-6 millimetres. Alloy wheel is perfect. There's a tiny little mark there on the door. And the other front tyre again, 5-6 millimetres. Front alloy, perfect. So just one alloy that's grazed. Yeah, that's just a bit of dirt. Discs are all fine. So what a great thing this is. It suits the car. So, look forward to your call. I don't think we'll have this for long. And of course, if you're watching this and you're not on Orkney, then rest assured I can find you something very similar. Deliver anywhere in the UK via our Leicester branch. Gerald will look after you.